Hey guys, so I'm coming to you with an update on the Aerogarden Harvest Slim, Aerogarden Elite Harvest Slim. Sorry, this was just my tomato plant that I was keeping there. This is the strawberry plant I showed you that I was keeping there. I lost a lot of buds, but you can see we have still a few left, and some are even have grown their true leaves, like that. My son's experiment is still sitting here. Let me get you low. No sprout coming out or root yet. We are at day 13. 1 day left until we have to add fertilizer. On day 11, I took this dome out because these leaves were reaching, they had reached the top of the dome. You can see all of the growth on the leaves. They're doing great. I thought I was filming this video just a minute ago, but I was still in camera mode. So I'm just starting over. I filled the water because the water line had dropped significantly. Let me see if I can bring it close. The water line, you can kind of see that little line, the little stain line from the fertilizer being mixed with the water. The water line had dropped well below that and well below the fill line. So when I just thought I was filming, I filled it up. So you guys didn't get to see me fill it up. And then I've also raised this. I had it raised to like here. And then once again, when I thought I was filming, I raised it even higher because I've noticed the day I took this dome off was when I raised it just a bit more since they had all popped out. But what I'm noticing is, do you see that? See there? A little there. Some of the leaves are burning. Some of the leaves are burning. So I raised it a little higher. It's still not at its highest height, but it's a little higher, so that the light won't burn these delicate leaves. I remember telling you guys that the leaves are very delicate and soft, so harsh lighting or the light being too close or strong will singe these soft petals. So I'm going to push it back here. Tomorrow I'll be adding the fertilizer. I just still keep, as you saw in the beginning, I still keep some plants up there to use some of that light that's coming off of here, in the hopes that these things will grow more. The reason I lost buds on the strawberry plant is because I overwatered it, which is a problem that I've been having with a lot of my flowers out here. When the soil looks like extremely dry and thirsty here, like almost daily. So it's been triggering me to think that it's all dry, and then I water it. But if I stick my finger down in the soil, like here down for all of the plants, it's still moist. This is something that I just decided, I thought about today because I've been doing my research and stuff, and I've realized that my overwatering, the lack of light that I'm getting, is why they're staying so low and so little for so long. So I remember, and in my research, but I remember that stick your finger in the dirt to check the soil moisture, and I should have been doing that prior, and I wasn't. So I overwatered this, and I had to let it sit outside for a few days so that it could dry out some in that sun. And then I just brought it back in here like yesterday or the day before so that it can go back under this light. It's dried out enough. And then I brought this one in here and took those little ones out that I had sitting in this spot, so that maybe this one can get a little bit bigger, because these have been this height for about 2-3 weeks. They've been just stuck at that height. These are the small, let me see, they're like the grape tomatoes, like these kind. That's what this plant is. This is my first time growing this type of tomato plant. Normally I grow the giant, or just like the, you know, the traditional ones you pick up in the store, and I never have any problem growing those, like ever. But this one is I had 3 in one. Got the roots got waterlogged and it died. So I don't know how we're doing here, but we'll see. We'll give it more time. I'm gonna take you guys outside and show you the progress of some of my other plants. I brought in the house the lettuce, the other lettuce varieties that I had grew from seed before I received this, because they're kind of stagnant in growth as well. I wanted them to get a little bigger before I transplant them. So I just brought them in because it's still getting, for me, it's getting a little too chilly out there for them. And I didn't know if that was the cause. So I brought them in the house at night to keep them in the house. And I haven't brought them back out to get any of that morning sun, but I don't, or afternoon sun now, but I don't want it to burn the leaves. So I may bring them over here to chill with these. We'll see. But let me pause you and then take you to see the progress of the other ones and see what I've changed. Okay guys, so here are a lot of the rest of them. This has gotten a few more leaves, my green grape plant. This is the flowers. This one is various flowers. That one is various flowers. I have no sprouts in this pocket. I separated the tier because these bottom ones weren't getting enough sun, and I kept forgetting to rotate the towers so that they could get equal sun. This, I have 2 little sprouts here. I do know that some of these flowers, I think, are imperials, some of them are impatiens, and I believe some are marigolds. Here is the blueberry bush. So this thing here, this thing I just filled with dirt and some seeds that's just been sitting out here. I have planted some more sweet peppers. I put habanero there, but I planted several different types of hot pepper. And then I planted some more watermelon seeds here to see if I can get any of those to sprout. This is another one of my strawberry plants that have not produced any starts yet. That is the two pumpkin plants. Those came from seeds. My son, for Halloween last year, received one of those baby pumpkins, and it was like, I think his teacher told us it was a pie pumpkin, but it was like rock hard, and she gave it to us so we can carve it, and all of the parents were having so much trouble even cutting the top off to get in it. It was like nearly impossible. I think I broke one of the saws trying to get in it. I had to use like a real knife to get into it. But anyway, I took the seeds out of that, and I had let them dry out, and those were the seeds we wanted to experiment to see if they would produce any pumpkins, because my son wanted to grow some pumpkins, and that's what we got from that. This is the herbs. I see some of the true leaves are starting to pop out. Got one little baby basil over there. the green onions here, I don't know. Some days I'll come out here and it'll be a lot of them, and then I'll come out here and it'll be just a few. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't really touched them or anything because normally when I grow them, they get really big, like super fast. But for some reason, they're struggling a bit to grow here. And then this is what I said I was thinking of doing the last video when I was going to take all of those. Can you see them over there? All of those pots that had all of those various different plants, the corn, the squash, or yeah, the corn, the zucchini, the carrots, broccoli, radishes, all of those different plants. I had, oh, I'm trying to move it into the sun. I had all of those, excuse me, in those pots. So I decided to fill this bag with dirt, with my compost, some dirt and sticks and stuff, and then I just moved basically all of them over here. Many of them weren't really big enough to be migrated over here, but I moved them anyway. I just wanted to get them all in one spot, and I didn't want to have to keep sorry, I'm moving stuff around. I didn't want to have to keep replanting and finding places to put it all. So I just thought, well, I don't even know if this is deep enough for the carrots. I didn't get the traditional ones. I have the ones that grow smaller. So I don't know if this is deep enough or if it'll even work or what will come of this. I know this is okay for the radishes. The zucchini and the corn, I don't know. Also, these little fellas here, this is like regular onion, like the yellow onions and the red onions. And then somewhere I have a lot of sprouts of zucchini, and then somewhere in here I planted some snapdragon seeds. So I don't know. I still chase the sun out here every day with all of my plant babies so that they can get adequate sun. And I move the plants around as you see me doing here. I move the plants around so that we can chase the sun every day. But yeah, that's what I have going on out here. We'll see if anything happens with this. I really don't feel like putting covering it and doing all of that with that. So I just want to see if they'll propagate on their own with just being out here in the sun. It does get pretty windy out here. So that's what I have going on with all of those. The lettuce is inside, like I said. Let me grab that. Here's the lettuce really quickly. Still no real change. No real change. This one is doing good though. This is the mustard. And then I think these are the only spinach, even though this whole row is supposed to be spinach. I think some of these mustard seeds got over there when I was planting. My little romaine died. This was, I just called it the loose lettuces. You know, the little tiny ones that grow like this, that are purple. That's what was here. That was endive. Still got a few little buds. And then this one was the sweet lettuce, which also looks like that. I do have some tiny new little buds growing in there. Yeah, but that's what's going on. That's the update on everything and what it all looks like. I don't have a lot of progress except for my the Grow Harvest, the Aerogarden rather. I have progress there, and then a little bit on on that one, but we'll see. We still have time. I'm not opposed to reseeding until I get it right. I do have to purchase some more soil because I would like to move those into like a longer thing. I gave away a lot of the pots I had when we moved, and now I need them again. So yeah, that's everything that's going on. Sorry for rambling and babbling and all of that. I just wanted to give you guys an update and tell you what's going on with my little patio garden and my Aerogarden. Thank you for watching. I'll be back soon with more updates as we get more into the spring season. Thank you. Bye.